In this video, we're going to discuss the universal collective energy, thus global energy, for the Aquarius new moon. All right. Thank you for tuning in and watching. My name is Edward, Psychic Medium, Animal Communicator, your soul messenger host, assisting us all, including myself, to live, love, and manifest the life that a soul intended for us to live this lifetime. Let's get busy. So, please go to my website, ragosta.community. Link Medium Tarot TV. That's where all the free videos will be, including this one and theme healing songs. Whatever is current is there to view, and you can subscribe for more videos, I should say, daily videos, daily energy, foresight, insight on the Medium Tarot TV Plus subscription service. And if you'd like to have a reading with myself, private reading, psychic session with myself and my guides, go to my website, ragosta.community, link readings. There will be my current rates and where you can see me in person if you're local, Sugarloaf, New York, Light Club University, Light Club Curiosity Shop, and where you can have a telephone reading or, depending on my internet, perhaps a video call as well. All right, whenever I am going to be next at Light Club in Sugarloaf, New York, I will have it posted there. All right, so now let's continue where we left off with the full moon, with the Leo full moon of January 28th. All right. So everything that's discussed in this video is going to be in energetic influence throughout the lunar month. New moon to new moon, February 11th through March 12th. Okay, so starting with the week energy, the technical week energy is February 11th through the 18th, and that's when it'll be the strongest. And this is the energy of a loving warning not to rush. So we really have to slow down. We're going to want to take action, but we're still in the midst of planet Mercury being retrograde. And even though we can't stop our lives and life doesn't stop, this is telling us to pace ourselves, at least pace ourselves, if not downright slow down. Loving warning not to rush. Now, the higher vibration is a journey of consciousness. Due to the global events of calendar year 2020, many have questioned their life, their path. There's got to be more to life. Is this all there is? Where am I going? What am I doing? So it's a higher meaning, search for higher meaning. So this plugs into that very nicely, and it's the journey of consciousness. So it's expanding our consciousness. And if any sign or energy is going to do it, it's going to be Aquarius. All right. Now, the astrological influence is Mercury in Aquarius. So Mercury, which is currently retrograde, has to do with our mindset, has to do with travel, has to do with communication. Okay. So there's the journey, there's the consciousness, the mindset, and it's raising the vibration, resonating to a higher purpose, meaning, level. However, it's all good. But what are we doing to ensure this? What are we focusing on with our mindset? What direction are we going into? Again, with our mindset. What we focus on is what we create, the good, the bad, the wise, and or the ugly. So, choose wisely. So this might be more armchair travel than actual travel, given current circumstances. But I'm sure if you are taking the necessary steps, there is movement in your life path, It just might not be as quickly as we all would like it, including myself. So, loving warning, not to rush, think things through, think things over before you take an action. Like I said, just because Mercury's retrograde doesn't mean we have to we stop. Our life doesn't stop. Doesn't stop. Slows down, but doesn't stop. I just want to add one more thing. So with Mercury being retrograde, this is the perfect time to discuss it. Everything with RE, review, reorganize, restructure, re-strategize, everything with RE is fair game. Go for it. All right. Bringing back, since it's coming to mind, bringing back past ideas and implementing them maybe differently. Go for it. And with Mercury being retrograde, people from our past and issues from our past and ideas from our past do resurface. So, jot them down, act accordingly. Whatever is sparking your interest, whatever you're drawn to or resonating with, keep moving forward. All right. Now let's move on to. So I should say before we move on, I'm going to say all the astrological associations because I always forget to say this for the not for the calendar, for the zodiac year, which I believe started like March 27th or so, 2020, and runs through like April 10th or 11th, 2021. Aries sun signs are our guides, our leaders. So Aries sun signs are activated, empowered, and triggered, and also the moon. If you have the moon in zodiac Cancer, you're activated, empowered, and triggered. Where are we? February, for about 2 more months. About 2 more months. For the current month of Aquarius, 2021, Gemini sun signs are activated, empowered, and triggered. And if you have the placement of Mercury in Virgo, you're activated, empowered, and triggered as well. That's for the solar month of Aquarius 2021. So now that's 2 influences of the planet Mercury, and it's retrograde currently. So you might want to check to see where Mercury is falling in your chart. I didn't take down the notes of when it went retrograde, what degree and what sign, but if you want to do some investigation, place that in your birth chart or progress chart and see where the focus, the highlight is for you personally. Now moving on to the day energy. Thursday, February 11th, we start off the day with the moon in Aquarius. The moon goes void of course at 2:06 p.m. Eastern, 10:06 a.m. Pacific, just the time to around the globe. The actual new moon is at, sorry, the lighting in here is not good, plus having a snowstorm while I'm filming this, 2:06 p.m. Eastern. Sorry, the lighting in here is not good. So that's interesting. We have, it goes void of course, and it's a new moon all at the same time, which tells us this is a very reflective new moon. And when we get to the psychic insight theme, yeah, we don't have much choice but it to be reflecting. And this new moon is going to feel more like a full moon. All right. So the new moon is at 2:06 p.m. Eastern, 10:06 a.m. Pacific, just time to around the globe. The color of the day is purple. Perfect. All right. Well, Thursday is usually a Jupiter day, so purple. That aligns nicely. Now, here we have the female epitome of the element of fire. So all female fire sun signs are activated, empowered, and are triggered for this lunar month. Aries, that's a double dose whammy for Aries. Aries female. Leo, and Sagittarius, female sun signs. Specifically, so regardless of your age, but specifically if you are 29 years old or older, because I'm using that as the cutoff point because of that's usually around the time, if not precisely like it was for me, when we hit our first Saturn return, when the planet Saturn goes completely around your chart. Okay, to back at where it started at birth. All right, now this being the epitome, female epitome, so there's a female and a male epitome. The female epitome, this is still going to pack a wallop and be a benchmark, even though it's the new moon's going to feel more like a full moon. So new moons are typically a time to start things, start a new healthy habit, launch things, and full moons are typically a time of releasing. And because this is such a reflective type energy that we're working with, it's going to feel more like a full moon of releasing rather than a new moon of starts. And Mercury retrograde makes it more difficult to start things. It's not that you can't, it's just that there will be adjustments needed later on. If you're okay with that, go for it. If you'd rather wait, then wait until, though I haven't looked at the energy quite yet, wait until the next new moon of March 13th. But I haven't looked at that energy to go further with that. All right. So, this is representing a female, if not our mother, it represents a female guardian in our life, past, present, future. Wanting to be a mother, childhood, reconciling with our mother, whether she's with us or has passed over, and or any type of female guardian. So that could be an aunt, grandmother, friend of the family, or someone that took us in. So because of that, there's an energy of nurturing and nurturance, making sure that we're taking care of ourselves beyond food and shelter. Okay. And there is an energy here of insight and foresight. Absolutely. So are we using? I do feel that we are all psychic, and it depends on if we have that belief or not. If we do, odds are you are using it in one form or another, or one area of your life or another. If you don't, well, you probably wouldn't be watching these videos, and you're probably not utilizing it, which would be a shame, but it is your prerogative. It is your choice. But hopefully you have the awareness that, yeah, we all can access the energy. Okay. And there is a built-in energy, I should say here, of animal familiars. Now, I'm big on this, being able to communicate with the animals. An animal familiar is someone, and it doesn't have to be a cat, though it's a feline, but it certainly can be. It could be a dog, it could be a horse, it could be a snake, it could be a bird, it could be whatever you are attracted to, resonate with, fine. That's it. Salamander, could be whatever you want it to be. That's a very fire element. But usually they are like emotionally in tune with us and us with them. So we know when something's wrong with them, and they know when something's wrong with us. That's how you know they are a familiar. They're an extension of us, and we are an extension of them. It truly is, as Martha Stewart would say, a beautiful thing. It truly is. I had the privilege of having one thus far, one animal familiar, which was a feline companion. Okay. Let's see. So not only nurturing others, but specifically taking care of ourselves. And I'll have to come up with a better analogy than this, but remember the times when we were like taking air travel, and the saying used to be, um, if the incident arrives, the air oxygen mask comes down, and you're supposed to put it on yourself first before accompanying children or elderly. So you take care of yourself so you could take care of them. That's what this is reminding us of. Okay. Not the oxygen mask, but the taking care of ourselves. All right. I feel sufficient with that. Now, moving on to the... Yeah, I'll do that first. The psychic insight theme. Now, the astrological influence is Aquarius moon. It has to be Aquarius because it's an Aquarius new moon after all. So that's strong, an Aquarius moon. So if you have an Aquarius moon, you're activated, empowered, and are triggered for this lunar month. Now, the energy that I attribute to this is not so wonderful. It's problems. So, if a problem arises this month, this lunar month, I would try to see it as a gift as opposed to an annoyance, which probably could be, or, ding ding, there you go, or a curse of, not like a typical curse, but like a pain. A pain. Let's go with that. All right. So, but what I like about this is that people who are trying to get away with things are not. They're going to be revealed. Now, that would be more for a full moon, but I feel that the energy is so intense that it's going to act, this new moon is going to act like a full moon, where it's going to be a purging or a transformation or elimination of things, maybe people, or a mindset of what's no longer serving us. Easier said than done, of course. Necessary, of course. Been there, done that. So no judgment. So it'll be interesting to see who's still thinking they're going to get away with it, and try to be like a thief in the night, literally or energetically, and we'll see how far they get before they're caught. Not far, I can tell you. All right. So that's why I thought this was going to be a bit of a challenging new moon and feel more like a full moon. All right. Now, before I get to my favorite part, theme healing song, let's do the new moon suggestions based on the universal collective global energy. Of course, you're open to do whatever you feel is proper for yourself. So I do feel that the best time to do this would be the actual new moon and 2 days after. I feel it's the strongest. Though technically you could do it any time of the month. All right. So we want to try to avoid, if at all possible, the moon void, of course. We do not have that option today for Thursday, February 11th. So if you feel to put it out, you put it out. 2:06 p.m. through 11:59 p.m. Eastern, 10:06 a.m. through 11:59 p.m. Pacific. Adjusted time to around the globe. So, first of all, do you want a better relationship with your mother, whether she's here or passed over? Do you want to be a mother? Do you want to have a better relationship with taking care of yourself and or others? But make sure you take care of yourself first. Okay? Put yourself first, please. You're going to be able to help others more. So those would be possibilities. I wouldn't focus on people who are trying to get away with stuff, being revealed. Let the universe take care of that. But we also could go to the journey of consciousness. What would we like to do, or ask for assistance from the universe to open our mindset, or perhaps a class, a course, a documentary, a book, a movie, something that's going to expand our consciousness to attract that in our lives. There you go. That would be another beneficial new moon intention suggestion. All right. Now, my favorite part, theme healing song. So, the theme, I should say, the keywords. Well, before I get to that, I forgot to mention that the Aquarius new moon is at 23 degrees. So, if you're astrologically inclined, you go to your birth chart and or progress chart, and you see where Aquarius 23 degrees is in your chart. That's where the focus is, and always look at the opposite sign, 23 degrees. Whenever I try to go there, my mind is like, from right to left brain, it's like, eh. So, the opposite sign of Aquarius, 23 degrees, so the 2 points in your chart is always an axis. Focus, when it might be nudging. Okay. So, the keywords that I received, well, there's the obvious of nurturing, nurturance, okay? But what I really found interesting was finding our place, finding our way, meaning our way in life, our path. I do feel that we all have a soul purpose, and some even have a soul mission. So finding that, discovering that, rediscovering that, getting back into that, all extremely valid at this time. And always is, I would imagine, with Aquarius, because Aquarius is all about tomorrow. Keep moving forward. It's all about tomorrow. And brotherhood, sisterhood. So the song that we came up with, or we found, I should say, is A Place in the Sun. The original, was by Stevie Wonder, released January 1st, love that, 1966. And then there also is, a cover, an alternative version, A Place in the Sun, featuring Fiji by Big Mountain, and that was released January 1st, 2008. The newer one is reggae, but it's more of an upbeat. So that's probably the one that I'm going with, because we're going to need that at this time. Though for Medium Tarot TV Plus subscribers, I'll include the original version out of respect to the brilliant artist Stevie Wonder. But I'm sure when it was initially released in 1966, that type of energy vibe was very appropriate. All right. So that will be on my website as well. So I hope you enjoyed this video, found it useful, beneficial. Thank you for joining us. We hope to see you real soon in another video. And until then, let's find our place, our way, or perhaps a place in the sun.